Imagine, you're the next F1 prodigy. Hello, if you want to see contents like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. That truly helps me a lot. Now let's discuss the odds of you actually getting into F1. Every year, millions dream about racing in Formula One. But dreaming and actually making it are two completely different things. Almost every Formula One driver starts in karting, usually between the ages of 5 and 8 years old. And that's already your first obstacle. Because karting isn't cheap, unless you have a multi-millionaire father like this guy. Now let's say you got the money to fund your karting career like this guy. Now you need talent that can overtake all of your competitors on karting just to have shot on the next level. But since you are a prodigy, you can easily attain this. But even though you win local championships, you're faster than everyone around you. Surely that's enough, right? Unfortunately, no. Formula One doesn't only look for fast drivers, they look for drivers who can perform every single weekend. One amazing race won't impress them. They want consistency. Can you qualify well, handle pressure, manage your tires, avoid crashes, communicate with engineers, and still perform race after race, year after year? And if you think you can handle those things well, then maybe you're the right guy for it after all. Now let's get serious. Getting into F1 is like finding a needle in a haystack. Many people failed entering, but not because they lack talent and they're incompetent, but they just simply ran out of money. And money is the most vital asset you wish you can have when you want to enter Formula One. Now let's discuss every spending estimation on every levels of this one heck of a job. First, karting. Karting has different levels as well, and these levels are rental karting ages 5 to 7, estimated cost of $500 to $5,000. Competitive karting ages 6 to 10, estimated cost of $20,000 to $100,000 per year. National karting ages 8 to 12, estimated cost of $80,000 to $250,000 per year. International karting, FIA/WSK, ages 10 to 15, estimated cost of $250,000 to $500,000 per year. These are the average age for these series, but a lot of young prodigies, such as Kimi Antonelli and Max Verstappen, entered the top-tier Formula One with the ages of 18 and 17 years old, and 90% of those in karting can't even get into the next level. Hey, Formula 4. And if you are on this level, consider yourself not just skillful, but lucky as well. But as a prodigy, this is lightweight for you still. Now the estimated cost of maintaining your seat on F4 is at a whopping $150,000 to $250,000 US per season. You need to perform so well in F4 and completely dominate them for you to get scouted from a team in F3. Out of many drivers here in F4, you should be the chosen one. And that performance isn't enough. You should pray that luck is still by your side and eventually get scouted. And now, let's get into F3. F3 is yet another level where you need to do those things you've done on F4, but 3 times the caliber. You've come this far, and don't you dare waste this opportunity, since majority of the dreamers can't even step on this level. Consider yourself as one of the elites when it comes to this level. The estimated cost of maintaining a seat in F3 is at a ridiculous $1,250,000 US per season. Most of your competitors will highly depend on sponsors to maintain their seats. Sponsors are those brands you see on the side of the chassis of their car, and the more the sponsors, the more you need to perform, because once you failed, those sponsors poof just like a bubble. But you don't have to worry for that, since you have wealthy parents that can back up your skills. Like this guy. Okay, kidding aside. In F3, the risks will be much higher since you will be expected to drive a much more fast car and push more to get those lap times. And if you won and became a champion of the season, the scouts don't forget about you for sure. Since in F2, that is the place on which real challenges will arrive and makes you question yourself if are you even fit for this. Now speaking of F2, let's dive deeper on the last step for you to be an official F1 driver, F2. Here in F2, you can experience F1 like strategies and technique. You can experience speeds that is near to the speed of an actual F1 car. Here on F2, this is the birthing place of F1 rookies. This is where team contract and team principles can truly affect the outcome that you can get on F1. So picking the team is completely essential on this place. If you perform the best, there is a high probability that many teams can offer you a contract to drive for them. You can experience rivalry here as well. All of your competitors are still aiming for a F1 seat, including your teammate. And after you get through the hardship of F2 and somehow got way too lucky, we can consider you as an official F1 reserve driver. But wait, you asked yourself, all of those hardships just to be a reserve driver? Well, on this video, let's completely skip the reserve driver out because, your parents bribed the F1 team and sponsored them millions of dollars. Now they've secured you a seat on one of the most decent teams in F1, Aston Martin. They've given you some free practice laps on their newest livery, since you are their driver, and for you to get adjusted as well to the feeling of being in an actual F1 car. But don't forget that you are still a prodigy. You saw the lap times and you noticed you are significantly faster than your own teammate who uses the same car as yours. But there is one man that you totally feel the presence of what an actual God-tier performance is. Max. Even though he is in a horrible car, he still manages to beat one of the most top-performing car. But then suddenly, you've seen an anomaly. Your lap time was faster than Max. This has given you hope that you can actually be an F1 champion on your rookie year. You keep pushing and pushing through every race. And now for the finale. You and Max are in the top of the driver's construction leaderboard, and he is leading with 6 points. Within this race, you desperately need to get P1. Now the race is about to start, and you can feel your heart pounding because of anxiety. Sweat pours down your body in this sunny day race in Melbourne. And then suddenly the caster shouts, "Lights out and away we go." Your body and mind automatically goes into flow state. You've memorized this track for this final day. Your body knows the track better than your mind and eyes do. Now we shouldn't underestimate Max because we all know he can perform, but you shouldn't underestimate yourself as well. Max is in front of you with a substantial amount of gap. But this isn't dream-shattering type of situation. You can still recover from this. And now an hour passed and the final lap is in sight. Suddenly, you pulled the most beautiful overtake in the history of the sport. Then a couple of mindless driving around. You notice that is the end of the line. Fireworks lit up. People are cheering you on. Your engineer is shouting at you. Then it took you a couple of minutes to process this, but you are the world champion. The first ever rookie to be the world champion on his F1 debut. And wow, that's truly a rare sight. After the years you've worked, and wow, it finally paid off. You can seal this legacy of yours into stone and to pass through the end of times. And that's it. I appreciate you tuning in and see you on the next one.